So career. So how to get a good build? How to, in theory, have at least something that's pretty good for the character. The first thing you want to do, you want to check your character itself. So here we're going to go with Mitchell Ryan. The first thing you can do is open up the detail page. The detail page will tell you what she's good at in general. So you can see here, she's good for turf with A, she's good for medium, pace, late, and also she has B in long and C in mile. So if you can easily upgrade that long to an A rank, which could be very interesting, especially if you run some long races. Like the Junior Cup here, that's a mile race. Satsuki Show is medium, Japanese Derby is medium, Kikuka Show, that's a long race. That's one long race to do. Arumakinen, that's also a long race. Tenno Show, that's a long race. Takarazuka-kinen is a medium race, but then we got another long race here. So basically we have 2, 3, 4 long races just for her, right? And suddenly you realize that you do want to upgrade that long rating of B to A, because she's gonna have to do a lot of races of that type, right? So knowing this, you have to try and think, okay, I'm gonna need to upgrade that long rating, so I'm gonna need to get a parent, a legacy that is going to increase that, right? So this is a very good information to have first and foremost. Now you can also check her skills, and you can still feel the burn. That's her own skill, right? Moderately increase acceleration in an attempt to move up on the corner late race. Honestly, this is pretty universal. This is just you can have better acceleration when you move up on the corner. Acceleration is tied to strength, so basically it allows her. This is a skill that allows her to pass other racers toward the late race. So this is pretty good to have. Acceleration is not equivalent to speed, so keep that in mind. But considering that she's a late surger, this is pretty good. Pace strategy, recover some energy, that's good. Up tempo, this is a skill for medium races. Late surger, outer swell, increase velocity when passing another runner on the outside of the final quarter. So basically, you can see here that outer swell works well with feel the burn, because feel the burn is going to increase your acceleration, which is going to be necessary to get enough power to actually pass other characters. And then you get increased velocity when you pass another runner, right? So feel the burn is going to allow you to pass runners, and then outer swell activates when you pass other runner by increasing your velocity. So from this, you realize that she's going to want a pretty good amount of power. On top of that, you can see her growth rate. She has plus 20% power from training, as well as 10% weight increase for those training as well. So that means that you can gain a lot. You can gain a lot of stats from doing those trainings. So you might want to consider that when you build your deck of support card. Late surge to last spurt. Honestly, last spurt, I would kind of ignore that. It's tied to guts, kinda. It's a bit weird. It doesn't really matter right now that much. Just know that you want about 300 guts in general. Yeah, absolutely. I did drop my code earlier. You can just follow me if you want. It's right here. You can follow me. I do have a 9-star Spark, if you want, character in Daiwa Scarlet. And I also have the maxed out events support card from Special Week. I think a lot of people have it, but I mean, it's still nice to have it there. So yeah. So there we go. So we know that she runs well on turf. She runs well on medium. She is mostly a late surger. You can place her in pace if you want, but depending on her skill, late surger might be better. It really depends on what you end up getting. And then you really want to increase her long distance proficiency with legacy, right? So it's always important to check what, yes, because this will also tell you how you want to build her. So we're going to go for that. Now we're going to select a legacy. Because we're going to have to do a lot of long races, stamina is going to be super important. Generally for Spark, the most important ones are going to be speed and stamina to get from the inspiration, right? Power is okay as well if your character needs a lot of power, because that means that you got to benefit from that. Generally speaking, I feel like getting sparks in stuff that you don't want to train too much is actually very beneficial. So for example, because you generally want to focus a lot on speed, speed is always a focus, right? So if you get all of your stamina and power from inspiration, then you don't need to train them, right? You can just focus on speed. So in my case, because we have so many long races, 4 of them to do in our goal, I'm gonna want to get someone that gives me a lot of stamina. So I'm gonna look here, and here this Oguri cap gives me 63 stamina, which is great, because that means that we get 63 at the start of the game, and then through the inspiration, we basically get like a total of like 180 stamina, which is awesome. That's a lot of stamina I don't need to train during the career. The other thing you can do here is obviously you check the skill. You can also check what she gives. Here, 3-star turf, that might, during the inspiration, if I'm lucky, this might increase my turf proficiency from A to S. Frontrunner, late surger, there's nothing with long here. So let's see if we can find someone that gives a lot of stamina and would increase my long rating. Stamina and power, long rating, definitely is a bit bad. Power and long, this is an option. Stamina, speed, and long. That's pretty good. That way we increase my long proficiency. She has some nice skill to give. Unfortunately, a lot of those skills are front runner, which is not really something we want. But she has 3-star long, 2-star long, so this is pretty good. If we don't find someone that has better skill and also give us long, I'm probably gonna go for this Mihoyo Bourbon. So let's see here. This is long, stamina and power. She gives... That's a lot of mobility stuff. This is a pace chaser skill. It's all pace chaser. Some of them are not pace chaser. Like this is an ultimate skill, so this is pretty good. Sky High Teo is a great skill as well. You gain better velocity and footwork when you close the gap to runners ahead on the final straight. This is a very good skill. Honestly, I think Tokai Teo's skill is very universal. So this is pretty good. And we got long 2 here. Long, late surger. Like, those skills are pretty good. I think this Tokai Teo is actually very, very good. So I'm gonna go with her. That way we get some free stamina and power. Now for my own, I only have one 9-star, I do believe, which is gonna be this one here. She gives some stamina and speed. Special weak is hard to train. I don't have her, so I can't tell. I got Swinging Maestro. We could get some Hydrates. So that's pretty good. Her skill are not the best. There's some good skill. We got Sky High Teo again, so this might be some nice hints as well. Red Ace. Slightly Swell with determination to stay number 1 the second half of the race. This is only good if you're... This is better for like front runner, honestly. This can be good for Pace Chaser if you end up first as well. So that's definitely... This is nice for the last spurt, basically. We got some nice stuff. Better navigation, and then some medium races that we don't really care for. But here we have medium, medium, long, which, I mean, if we get lucky, we might get some S-rank medium, S-rank long. So this could be pretty good as well. So let's go with that. So there we go. Now, as you can see, my long proficiency has increased, which is what we wanted. And we have very good stamina here, a bit of speed, a bit of power. But that means this is 82 stamina, which in total means this is basically potentially up to 240 stamina that I don't need to train for. This is going to be for free, because I'm going to stay with 84 at the start of the game. And then, during the second year, I'm potentially going to get 80 stamina again. And at the inspiration of the third year, I'm also going to get 80 stamina, right? So this is fantastic, with some good skill that we could get from here. As you can see, we got, for example, Hydrate here, which is nice. We got, this is kind of whatever. This is kind of whatever. Sky High Teo Step is great. Sky High Teo Step here as well. So we've got 2-star Sky High Teo Step twice. Triumphant Pulse is pretty good. Corner Recovery is nice because this is tied to Swinging Maestro. Corner Recovery here is good as well because it's also tied to Swinging Maestro. Behold and the Emperor's Might, that's okay. So we got some good stuff overall here. So there we go. So this is a pretty good way to choose your legacy parents. Now very quickly, I want to talk about Affinity here. Affinity is pretty good. It's tied to your legacies and how... Basically, the affinity is calculated on how similar they are to the horse that you're running and what skill they have, their proficiencies, etc. It's a bit complicated in terms of points. You can definitely use the Game to Ride tool for it. But to explain very quickly, what you want, the best is going to be 2 circles. If you have 1 circle is good. Try to avoid having triangles. The higher your affinity is, the more likely you're going to get spark, the more likely you're going to get a golden inspiration, which is a even better kind of inspiration that gives you way more spark than usual. So having circle or double circle is very, very good. Don't like force yourself to have double circle. Spark themselves, like the buff that you get here, is more important than getting higher affinity, okay? But this is good to keep in mind. Now, for the deck, now that we know that she's more of a medium or long, she's a late surger, she's gonna have a need for stamina because she has like 4 long races, we can go into our deck with a clear idea of what she needs. In general, you have kind of some templates, but for her specifically, she does some mid-long, that's mile, medium P, mid-long fun runner. Alright, there it is. This is my mid-long late surger deck. So, because she does a lot of medium and a lot of long, I would say, I'm going to reset this so I can explain everything. Generally speaking, a good way to go about it for medium, long, and late surger, like it's, for the distance, when it comes to long and medium, you're generally going to want a template of like 2 speed, right? 2 stamina, and then you have 2 flex cards, right? So the flex card is kind of up to you. If your character is more of a late surger, and that means that she's gonna want to go and catch up to other racers, that means she's going to require a lot of power, right? So for your flex, you definitely want some power cards if you can. So for example here, I'm gonna go with this girl. What's very good with Agnes Digital is that she has some late surger skills, which is something that's gonna be useful. She can also recover endurance when you're surrounded mid-race. Because you are a late surger in this case, it means that you're gonna be in the 2nd pack during the race, which increase your chances to be surrounded, so calm in the crowd is gonna be good for her. Lay low, you recover endurance when the way ahead is jammed early race. Again, because you're in the 2nd pack, that means it's gonna be a lot of people in front of you, so you're very likely to get that energy recovery. The mile here is kind of good because we do have some mile races, albeit not that many, so I would avoid getting this, but this is an option. And this is a nice velocity for medium races. We have a lot of medium races, so this could be good. And finally, opening Gambit here. This is a mile as well. What is interesting here, I'm just talking about winning the career. But again, we gotta keep in mind, what am I building my Major Orion for? And if you remember earlier, we saw that we were trying to build her for... I think in theory that was for mile, but here I'm just going to go for what she's good at, okay? For this example. So here, for the last card, I am probably going to go for wheat, just because I like spamming wheat for my energy recovery. For my last flex card, you could honestly go for 2 power cards because she has good scaling for her power. But in my case, so like El Condor Pasa, for example, would be good. She got some medium stuff and Pace Chaser, which is not necessarily what I want. But instead, I'm going to go for Fine Motion, because Fine Motion is a great card, and she gives you some nice, generally skill, as well as Speed Star here. This is great for Pace Chaser, which is not something we're going to be using here. But her support effects are very, very powerful. The mood effect here is very high, training effectiveness at 15%. She gives you a lot of fan bonuses, and 35% specialty priority is absolutely awesome. So there it is. So this is how you build. You have your main cards, and then you have some flex slots. To give a quick rundown, generally if you do more like sprint or mile races, you're probably gonna have a template of like 3 speed cards, and then the other 3 slots are gonna be flex. And if you play, you know, like medium races, you're gonna want like 2 speed card, 1 stamina, 3 flex. And if you do mid-long, I would say 2 speed, 2 stamina, and then flex, right? That's kind of how you can have a good idea. And then the flex slots, you're gonna pick card depending on your strategy, right? I like running 3 speed, 3 with myself. Yeah, it's pretty good. So there we go. So this is what I'm gonna go for personally. Now, a thing you could technically do if you have some amazing like power card is maybe you could remove like a stamina or a speed card to put. Maybe you could not go with wheat and get 2 power card. Maybe you could remove like Majiro McQueen here and put another power card, because we saw that Majiro Ryan has 20% bonus to power when she trains there, which is very good, right? You want to take advantage of her growth rate. But here, I'm gonna just stick with this. There we go. So here, we get a legacy, speed increased by 21, stamina by 84, power by 21, long aptitude went up, and we get 2 hints for sky high tail step, which is a great skill. So this is how you basically set up your deck, right? And your legacies. On front, 3 speed card. For front runners, I mean, it depends. It depends. Like, if you're a front runner but you do long races, front runner, you might not want 3 speed card. Because like, if you're a front runner but for long races, you definitely want 2 speed, 2 stamina, and then the 2 others are flex. I would probably grab wheat and maybe another speed card. That could be an option, yeah, for sure. Or you could go 2 wheat. It's up to you. I would probably do like 3, 2, 1. Like 3 speed, 2 stamina, 1 wheat. Alright. Alright, let's see. Here we're gonna focus on getting some friendship first and foremost. This one is fantastic. We get on speed and we include the friendship of 3 UmaMusume. Jelly I always check before doing recreation. Here we got 2, here we got 2. So this is, I would say this is not good enough. Like, if there was 3 Umas, I would do this trading. But because it's only 2, I'm gonna take this opportunity to do recreation, to increase my mood, potentially increase my energy. Jelly, you don't want to do recreation. You don't want to do recreation if your energy is maxed out, because there is a chance you get 10 or 20 energy, depending on what you get. But there's 33% chance that you get karaoke, which will just double your gain of mood. We got karaoke, so there we go. But if it was like a stroll or a fortune telling, that would have given me energy, and if I was capped out on energy, that would have been a waste. So now let's check. I got 2 in guts, 2 in wheat. Wheat can be kind of good because you get energy back. But here, I'm gonna focus on... I'm gonna do guts simply because it gives me more stats. Because I have enough energy right now, so it's fine. This gives me a total of 16, 29 stats, which is very, very good. It gives me power, it gives me speed, which is everything I need. A lot to take in for a simple game. I think it's a simple game on paper, but it's very hard to master. The Pony Girl, and there's also a lot of RNG, to be fair. Maybe I should see too. Isn't your movie about to start? Let's go with... I don't know which one is better. Let's go with the first one. It gives energy and stamina. Alright, that's pretty good. Here we got 2 Umas and the director. We got 3 Umas here. I'm gonna go for the triple Uma. Yeah. Let's go with triple Uma because I want to maximize my friendship as fast as I can, so we have more chance to get rainbow training later. It's the friendship training. We got 3 Umas, so I'm most likely gonna do speed unless it's something better. Nope. Let's go with this. It was a pretty nice summary about how to set up a character. Thanks! Extra training. Extra training, you lose stamina and you get 5 more points in that training specifically, which generally is not really worth it. I'm just gonna take a break to get more stamina, energy. Now, there is something actually kind of interesting about that, is that if you did a training with either the reporter or the director, this girl here, for example, if you do the extra trading by spending more stamina, it does trigger an additional gain of friendship. So if you really are lacking friendship level with Akikawa, doing that can be an option. Here, honestly, the failure rate is too high, so I'm gonna do a full rest. When is best to use your skill point? The absolute best moment to use your skill point is when you finish the career. Because the longer you wait for the skill point, the more likely you are to have more hints. And so that means that the skill are gonna cost less, right? So for example, right now, if I learn pace strategy, let's say, right? This is 170 cost. It's very high. If I wait until the end of the career, I might have 3 hints and this is a reduction of 30% cost, right? Now, if you're not confident you can win a race, getting a skill or 2 could be an option. That's really up to you and how confident you are. Here we get a hint. 3 Umas here. I think the 3 Umas is going to be more important than getting a hint right now. The hint that she gives, this is for Pace Chaser, Medium Races, Late Surger. Late Surger. There's 2 Late Surger skills that are pretty good, but I think the friendship is just more important because I want those friendship training later on. So I'm going to do the stamina training here. Sometimes I'm missing the extra friendship with them. Yeah, that's very important to know. Especially with Akikawa, because you need to have green friendship level with Akikawa to get your second unique skill level up. So sometimes if I'm lacking a little bit, I do that. I'm gonna do a power training here because we got 2 Umas and Akikawa. The others are kind of whatever. Have a second help. Man, swinging Maestro this early is actually kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. We got 2 speed. Oh, there's 3 Umas here. 5% chance to fail. Generally, I can risk it if it's under 10% chance to fail. I think it's an okay risk to take. Higher than 10%, I just wouldn't risk it personally, unless it's like your last training, you don't have a choice. You feel like you want to squeeze those little bit of stat before the end of the career, or just before a very important race. But otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Sometimes I got a 25% chance to fail, but it's like triple rainbow. I'll just like, alright, frick it, I'll just do it anyway. But here, 5%, I believe. Yeah! Huge! Alright. I like to check my wheat before I do a rest, just in case there's something insane. But yeah, like 41% here, it's just not worth it. So I'm gonna rest. Oh, refreshed! 50 energy back. This is the last day before the race. The opening race. Friend and closer. Alright, let's see. Speed, I think this is gonna be great. I do want to have a bit more speed before the debut race, so let's do that. And the friendship is fantastic here because we've got 3 Umas. Alright, this is the junior make debut. I'm not gonna take any skill because this is only 2 hints, 1 hint, 1 hint. I don't want to waste my skill point here. You can check the prediction here. This kind of gives you an idea of like if your stats are good enough for this specific race. Honestly, sometimes I check here for like speed, stamina, power. Guts and wheat I can ignore. Guts, honestly, you don't need more than 300. You can try to get 300 and just ignore it afterward. Wheat, getting about 400 is good. More than 400, I would say like between 400 and 500 is great. Above 500 is really not necessary, so I would not try to get more than that. Wheat is important because it affects your activation chances for the skills. Now, speaking of activating chances, I do want to talk about strategies. And when I talk about strategy, I mean this here, which one you take. The more you are toward the front, the less power you require. Because power affects your acceleration, and the acceleration is what is necessary to pass other runners. So the more you are toward the end, the more acceleration you need, the more power you require. So if you don't have enough power, you don't want to be in end or late. You probably want to be in pace or front. Now the other thing is that Pace Chaser has the worst stamina usage rate. Which means that if your stamina is kinda on the low end, you might want to go toward late or end. Late and end has the best stamina ratio usage. So basically, stamina is your HP, and if you don't have enough HP, being in front or pace is going to be rougher because you're going to use your HP faster. Now, if you're a late surger or end closer, you're going to preserve your HP for the end of the race. So if you're really struggling in terms of stamina, you might want to switch to late surger here, for example, right? So there you go. There is definitely a good point for either or. And obviously, some skill only activate if you're in one specific strategy. So this is to keep in mind. Now, what does happen if you do something that you have a bad aptitude for? For example, here, if I decide to play as a front runner, despite the fact that I have an F rank, every type of aptitude affects a specific stats. So for example, the length of the race is going to affect your speed stats. So if you are below A rank, I believe, you're going to get a debuff to your speed stats, depending on the race you do. So let's say that you have... I think that's how it works, right? Or is it length race or is it acceleration? I would need to double check. But basically, if you're below A rank, you're going to get some debuff. For the distance of the race, and for the ground type, you're going to get a debuff on your speed, and it's either power or stamina. I honestly don't remember which one. And that's pretty bad. Now, the thing is that with strategy, if you have below A rank, you do get a debuff, but the debuff is on your wit. And your wit is what affects getting rushed. What is crazy is that the debuff on your wit does not affect your base wit, and thus does not affect your chance to activate skills. Turf affects acceleration, power, distance affects stamina, strategy affects wit, but not skill activation. Exactly. And this is insane. I thought one of them affected speed, but maybe I'm wrong. And what is crazy with that is that basically, even if you have terrible aptitude for front here, you can still take it. Because losing wit, even losing 80% of your wit, is just going to affect getting rushed. It's not going to affect your skills. So this is why a lot of people put Golshi, who is a end closer, as a front runner. Because even if she does get rushed, it's not a big deal. That just means that you're going to spend more HP, aka more stamina. But if you have good enough stamina, then it doesn't really matter. So you can take that into consideration when you're playing. Because, for example, if you don't have enough power, you might want to just be in the front and, you know, hope that you have enough stamina to do the entire race, basically, right? Especially if the way ahead is super, super packed. So, for example, here, if I play as a late surger, I might be fine, but there's 6 other people in front of me. Am I going to be able to pass all of them with the power I have? This is a question you can ask yourself. And if you feel like you don't have enough power, well, maybe you can switch to pace. If you have enough stamina, because the stamina conversion is going to be the worst. And if you're a bit worried, you can even go to front, and hopefully you get a win from that, right? So this is how you can change the strategy, pretty much without getting punished much. So this is very, very good. Personally here, honestly, I have good stamina, I got good power. I feel like I can make it work as a late surger. So I'm gonna try it. And I tend to like keeping the horse in what they like most. But this is definitely something you can change for yourself. First, yatta! The length is speed and too low is also reduced power. I don't know. Let me see. UmaMusume. Distance, aptitude, debuff. Let's see it. Can I find it? I found a nice table that showed everything, but I just haven't been able to find it again, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where I found it last time. Yeah, it's not on Game Torah either. Yeah, I'm not finding that table. I wish I could find it somewhere, but I just don't know where it was. Maybe I can find it on freaking Twitter. Let me see if I can. Looking. If I can find it, I'm definitely gonna save it. Because I don't know why, but this table is so annoying to find. I found everything like easily for like stat requirement and stuff like that, but nothing for that one. There's only one out there in the world, and it just disappeared. I think the first time I saw it was on Reddit, but I've never found that same post again. Alright, let's see. Still not there. If you want, I can show you me scrolling through. Because I think Alice might have posted it at some point, so I'm looking for it. Props to her, by the way. Definitely check her out. She gave some great advice for specific horses as well, so you do want to check it out. I think it's good. It's good stuff. I don't know if she's still posting nowadays, but she gave a lot of good information for the release of the game. I think I'm not gonna find it, chat. Absolutely devastated, bro. Yeah, I'm not finding it. Let's try UmaMusume aptitude table. Can I find it like this? Nope. Hello! Hey, Olia, what's up? I feel like it should be on Game Torah, but is it? Race mechanics? It's not here, surprisingly. And then strength will increase it by 10. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, let me see. D rank, 90. Aptitude spark increased through skill do not affect skill activation chance. Distance aptitude only affects target speed. So distance aptitude, I think, is speed, not acceleration. Man, why do they not say it for every single thing? Yeah, anyway. I think it's speed for distance, honestly. I think turf is acceleration and distance is speed. But I might be wrong. Alright, anyway, moving on. If I one day find that freaking table again, I will share it. But I haven't found it since then, and it pisses me off. This gives you extra tank, which is a skill for long distance. You better hurry. I think that gives some guts, honestly. I might just go for... I might go for guts. I want the stats. Surface affects acceleration, distance affects speed, and strategy affects weights. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Let's see here. We got 2 here. We got 2 in wheat. I might do the wheat one. Because here we got 2, but one of them is Akikawa, which matters a bit less. And with that way, maybe I get a better training next turn. All the mechanics are not in global yet. Yeah, absolutely. Especially for Guts. Guts is going to be way more important in the future, but right now it really isn't. I'm going to get speed training here, most likely. Do I have any interesting races? Probably nothing until Hopeful Stakes. I'm going to schedule it so I don't forget. I like doing G1 races. If you want to do races that are not your goals, only do G1s because they give the most. They give better stats, they give a lot of SP and all that good. So those are the ones I would do. Here, there's only 1% in wheat. I'm just going to do a full rest. Sleep Deprived and Night Owl. Ooh, absolute terrible. And Night Owl procced right away. Oh my god, how unlucky. Night Owl give you a chance to lose energy on a turn. And right now, I literally just got Night Owl and lost energy right away, which is pretty sad. Alright. If I have an amazing training, I might do it even if I have Night Howl. But if I don't, oh, that's pretty good training. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Fuck it. That's a really good training. I'm gonna risk. Get some energy back. Alright, let's see. Oh my lord, it's amazing training again. I'll cure Night Owl later, it's fine. It's important to train and have fun. That will give us practice perfect, which is why this support card is so good. 1. Oh my god! You know what? I'll risk it. 80%. Look at that. There's like 5 UmaMusume here. Yes! Absolute cinema! Alright, let's go to the infirmary. Yay! That owl cured! Awesome. Let's see. 2. I would say, like, even if the chance of failure was pretty high, I think it was worth a try because there was like 5 Umas right there. That was absolute crazy. I will do... Power is definitely an option. Let's go power. Yay! Let's go for a full rest here. Sleep deprived again. Oh my god, you're trolling me. 2 sleep deprived in the same first year. Insane. Let's show everyone what you're capable of. I think that gives us power. That's good. Oh shit, look at that. I might do that. The skill that she gives can be pretty good for us as well because she gives some late surgery skills. Home stretch haste. Alright, pretty good. Lovely racing weather. Speed stardo. I'm gonna rest. Alright, let's do hopeful stakes. Feeling pretty good. It's a medium race. I got good stamina. I got good power. I think we can win this. Nyam! Top 1! Let's go! Absolute Seba! Congratulations! Carry yourself with swagger. The second option for the first year of... okay, the New Year resolution on the first year. The second option always gives you energy. The first option, I think, gives you guts, which is kind of bad. So I would always say grab the energy, unless you're maxed out, of course. I'm pretty sure the third option gives you skill points or wheats, one of those two. I think it's skill point, I'm not sure. But here, because I'm maxed out, I'm definitely gonna grab the energy. It gets reversed for the second year, New Year, where the first option gives you 30 energy, the second option gives you 5 in every stat. So it's good to keep that in mind to make sure you don't mess it up. The first one is 10 speed. Last one I did the first one, I got 10 guts. It might depend on which character it is. Because, yeah, I got, ooh, top 3. Yeah, good enough. Wait. Alright, great. Satsuki show. Alright. Oh, damn, look at that. 4. Damn. Alright, let's do guts again. Ikimasu yo! First option depends on the Uma. Naruhodo. But it's 10 of 1 stat. Yeah. Oh, practice perfect. Again. I didn't need it, but I'll take it. Alright, let's see. I already had it. Stamina. That's pretty good. 1% chance to fail. We got this. Woohoo! Yatta! Wait, wasn't I building her for Mile? It's fine. Alright, we're too tired for this. Let's do a rest. Currently now I'm at Cinder Girl performs better than Right Shower. Womp womp. Womp womp. Speed could be good here. Oh, dude, guts. Why is my guts training going so hard, by the way? Like, that's insane. We got rainbow training on speed, which is actually pretty good. Got a hint here. That would be... I think I'll go for the speed training. It also gives us power, which is good. Inspiration time! Alright. Nah, it's not golden, too bad. Gimme my insane stamina C. Huge! 76 stamina, 19 and 19 of the others. 3 hints toward hydrate, though. As for Pace Chaser. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, Satsuko showtime! Satsuko showtime! See here, the problem is that late, we're so far in the back. I'm a little bit worried. I feel like maybe playing as a Pace Chaser here would be better. I do have good amount of stamina. First! Yatta! Japanese Derby! In 2 turns. Alright, let's see what training we can get. That's 10 speed, I think. Yep. Ooh, speed and a hint. That could be Kona recovery. I could go guts. That would be 2 characters. Getting closer to friendship training. But this will give us friendship training and we get the hint. I kind of like the idea of getting the hint, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go for the hint. Ah, isn't Pace Chaser. Yeah, it's okay. Leave our care to the winds. The chance to fail is a bit too high. I'm gonna do a full rest. Sleep deprived! That's 3 times! Womp womp. Womp womp. Tokyo. That's a medium race again. There's a lot of pace. I'll stay Pace Chaser for now. Second, good enough. I'll take it. We are early June. We have 2 turns to get ready for summer. I'm considering doing a speed training and then a full rest so we're ready for summer. I think that's a good option. The other option would be to do wits. No, probably guts. To get some friendship here. Yeah, I'll do speed. Forget that. Alright. Speed level 3, that's great. Ugh. Ugh. No, not doing that. Let's do a full rest so we can do full summertime. Rainbow speed. There's, in my opinion, it's like 2 different ways you can go for summer. Either you can try to get rainbow, if you have some good rainbows here. The other thing you can do is because everything is automatically level 5, you can just work on stuff that you that are kind of lacking. So right now my wheat is kind of lacking. I'm not capped on energy, and I would get like another character in orange value, which would give me chance to get friendship training. So I'm gonna start with wheat actually. I mean, I'm not the voice of like reason and absolute knowledge, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Maybe things won't work out exactly perfectly on your end, but this is just my train of thought and how I approach the situation. Here I'll do guts. Is honestly kind of nice because it gives like so much stat. Like this is 26 stat, this is 32 stats. I like doing guts sometimes like this when I can afford it, and I don't have 300 guts yet. Stamina here. Friendship, stamina. When you have friendship with Super Creek is really fucking good. Here, the other option is to do... If I do this, I might have a chance to fail on the last training of summer. I could do wheat to guarantee I don't fail the last one. But honestly, even if I'm below 50% stamina, the chance of failure won't be that high, so I think it's a risk that you can definitely take. Second year. Here, during the summer camp, always do the top option. The bottom option does give you something less interesting. I think it's either skill point or guts. I think it's skill point or something. The top option is always going to give you something better, like power or speed or something, I'm pretty sure. We have a lot of hints here. This is a good hint. This is a hint for late surgers, medium races. I might just go for this one. I do have a chance to fail, but I would increase my friendship, which is kind of good. I believe. Yatta! Alright. That was a pretty good summer. Gonna dip for the movie night with the server. Have a great time, Treminas. Take care. Energy recovery. 40% chance to fail. Let's do a full rest. All refreshed. Yes, sir. Bottom, if I recall correctly, is guts. Yeah, so that's less interesting. Here, this is actually not that bad. But I might want to focus on other kind of training. Honestly, I don't want to do stamina unless I got friendship training with Super Creed there. Just because I'm going to get like 80 stamina anyway from the last inspiration. So I might just grab this here for the hint or do speed. I think I'll do guts for the hints because it gives us some good stats as well on speed and power. Rainy days. She's a happy girl. Alright. I'll do speed here. Kikuka showtime. Air style that gives you speed. You do lose energy, but 15 speed is pretty good. Okay, I gotta check something. Let me save and exit real quick. Bakshin, Bakshin, Bakshin! Because I was doing... because I was giving like so many information early on, I forgot what I was training her for. I'm training her for Mile, actually. Why is she... I think the problem is that I don't have any good Mile character. I think I'll just build her normally, and if I can put her in Mile, I'll put her in Mile. It's fine. I'll just train her for what she's good at. Alright. Bakshin, Bakshin, Bakshin! Because if I wanted to build her for Mile, I would have gotten some distance increase in my legacies, but I didn't, so it's kind of doesn't matter. Alright, it's the first long race of her career. I'm going to... Honestly, we have good power. I think we can be fine in late surger. You can always get unlucky, even if you have enough power. Sometimes you just get unlucky and you get boxed in anyway. It is what it is. You always have a risk of just getting unlucky. Here, thankfully, I wasn't unlucky, so that's great. I won! I beat my queen! Oh, this is my first time winning the Kikuka show! No way, this isn't a joke, right? Is it? It's no joke, congratulations. Trainer, I did it! Oh, yeah! Oh, she's so happy. Her screams of joy echoes throughout the track on the crisp autumn day. Oh my, aren't you overstating your victory, little Ryan? Oh, my queen. I always knew this would be a possible outcome. The fact of the matter is that it was you who never believed in yourself. That's not true. I could never win before because of how strong you are. And I don't think this is the end of our competition. You've got that correct, at least. No one would claim as much after just one race. That's right. The next time we'll meet is the Arimakinen. I think, if you decide to race in it, that is. My, how very impatient. You finally managed to defeat me, so why not savor the moment? Well then, enjoy yourself. Today's race was only the beginning. The beginning of the real battle. Not exactly. The beginning of the golden age of Mechiro, with Ryan and I at the top. Man, Dober cry in the corner. Mechiro Ryan completes a final battle against Mechiro McQueen, earning herself a great achievement. But there's still a long road ahead of her toward the Arimakinen, where many more strong opponents await. Alright, great! Awesome. I mean, maybe Mechiro Dober is a different generation. I have no idea. Arimakinen time! Fan letter! Huge! Alright, let's do a full rest. We don't have enough energy here. All refreshed. Yatta! Yatta! Iron Will. Form of Aspiration. This is good. We're gonna get Gourmand. I like Gourmand. It's a good skill. Oh my lord! Look at this one. Absolute beautiful. Ikuyo! Rita. Migraine blues. There's surely no god, bro. Alright, infirmary time. At least we cleared it right away. Thank god. Alright, let's see. Speedstar. Gourmand. Man, Gourmand and Speedstar being pace chaser stuff is rough. I mean, I could play her as a pace chaser. Yeah, I might play her as a pace chaser. I mean, her unique skill doesn't have anything to do with the late surger. I'll think about it. Oh, look at that. That's a total of 6 hints on Gourmand and Hydrate. That's actually crazy. I think we'll be fine with that, though. Prediction? Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, yeah. There's not that many people ahead of us. I think we can stay in here. We have good stamina. We got power. Second. Ah, good enough. Ogre cap 1. It is what it is. Major Ryan fights hard. This is my first time losing the Arimakina. No way. But in the end, she can't match Ogre cap, who is a cut above the rest. It was no use, I thought I had it, but Oguri kept on going. That power was an amazing race. Did she mean for it to play out like that? Is she just that talented? Nice work, Ryan. Oh, thank you, trainer. I'm sorry I couldn't win it. She was so strong. This is what a superstar is really like. You did good out there, too. Oguri cap? I never expected the classic year racer to make it here. Let's do it again next year. Same time, same place. I'm excited to see your progress. Of course, it would be an honor, Oguri. Give me a second. And I'm going to keep improving more than you do, because I'm hungry to win. She's hungry, period. She's just hungry. She's not hungry to win. She's hungry for food. Okay. After strangely declaring her next win, Oguri Cap walks away. Trainer, look at me. My legs. I can't stop shaking. She's such a funny person, but she scares me too. Okay. Ryan's legs are trembling. It's just like when she was afraid of Major McQueen. I thought I got a little stronger, but I still have so far to go. I'm not gonna sulk about it, though. Gotta pump up for next year. Right, what race do you want to set as your goal? My next goal... Actually, I've already come to a decision about that. I want to enter the Spring Tenosho. I'll use this experience in a race against McQueen. So please help me prepare for it. Okay, let's do this. Ah, adorable. I give her a big nod. Today's race is going to serve as a great source of motivation for our next competition. The Spring Tenosho, her rematch with the Major McQueen, will surely be a battle to remember. Yeah. Seven turn to reach a goal. Here, because my stamina is actually pretty high, I'm gonna do... I might overcap on stamina. So I think I'll actually do the middle part. Man, I don't remember. The top option, I think, is the energy. I'm gonna do the middle part to get the stats. Because there is the raffle right after this. You got one training here, and then we get the raffle. I'm gonna do this one, maybe we get a hint for Kono recovery. And the raffle is right now. And here, I got a lot of energy. So basically, when you have a lot of energy already, doing the middle option to get the stats might be better, because unless you're very unlucky with the raffle and you get like the tissue, you're going to get energy regen from it, right? So I would say take the energy on the second year New Year resolution if you're below 50% energy, otherwise take the stats. Because yeah, 5 stat everywhere is still 25, that's a full training, it's pretty good. Look at Kitty planning, you know, it's double stamina! Friendship training. Absolute cinema. Yeah, I'll do it. Look at Kitty planning. You know it. Valentine's Day. Skill up. We got the skill up because we had above 60k fans. The first skill up is early February for Valentine's, and you need 60k fans, only 40k if you are playing a turf character like Haru Urara. But that's something to keep in mind. The second check is gonna be early April, I do believe, and you need two things. You need 80k fans, and you need your friendship level with the director to be in green. So here I have enough. Dirt character, yeah, exactly, sorry. I might have said turf for some reason, but I meant dirt. So here I already have 80k fans and green friendship level with Akikawa. So I am good to get the second level up. The third and final level up for your unique skill is going to be 120k fan late December. Very, very easy to get. So if you feel like you're struggling a little bit in terms of fan, don't hesitate to do races, especially the G1 races, because they're going to give you a lot. For example, here, Osaka High gives you up to 13.5k fans, and generally you have some cards that give you bonus fans, so this might give you like 20k, for example, and stuff like that. Maybe not 20k, but like 17k. So yeah, and of course by doing G1 races you also get stat increase if you're like in a good placing, and you're gonna get a lot of skill point. Here I'm gonna do power is a pretty good option. Honestly, I think I'll go wit because I do want to have at least 300 wits. I'm aiming for 400, and getting a skill hint here for late surger might be a good option if I end up choosing to go for late surger. Common Crown and Laylo are always going to be relatively good anyway, so I'm going to go for Agnes Digital. Rushing Gale, baby! Alright. Oh my god, double friendship on stamina with a hint on Super Creek. You can't pass this up. You simply cannot pass it up! Isn't Pace Chaser? Yeah, it's okay. Oh my god, they're trolling me. I want to click here. No, I shouldn't do it. Let's do the speed training. 1% chance to fail. Oof. I think we're cooked, chat. We did it! Oh my god! Hey, I lost the 2% earlier, so I'm not trusting anything anymore. 41%. I'm not risking this. Let's do a full rest. Oh, refresh. Yes, sir. Oh, inspiration time. Ah, too bad, not golden. Yum. 80 stamina incoming. 85 stamina. Absolute bananas. Fan fest. So here we have enough friendship and we have enough fans, so we get the skill up, which is great. Tokai Teo. Let's increase the speed. Ikuyo. Speed level 4. I'm not sure what I'm gonna go for yet. I might go Pace Chaser in the end. Prediction. We'll be fine. Easy top 1. Let me see my positioning. There's a lot of Pace Chaser. My stamina is pretty high, so it wouldn't matter if I'm Pace Chaser. I think I'll go as a Pace. Second. Good enough. I'll take it. We lost to Mejiro McQueen though. Womp womp. We'll win next time, baby. I will say, Meiji Ryan is... I'm not a big fan of the design, but I think she is kind of a cutie pie. Like, she has a lot of, like, issues with, like... She has a lot of, like... How to call it? She has a lot of self-esteem issues because, you know, being compared to her sister, Meiji McQueen. But also, she never gets, like, discouraged for too long. She's such a... She knows how to stay positive very oftentimes. And that's very cool. The next level effort. 39. Let's rest. We've got summer camp relatively soon, so we've got to keep that in mind. So getting a rest here is pretty good. I'm gonna get the wheat here so I can keep my energy up. Because we have a race right afterward, so I won't be able to do another rest before going into summer. Cooldown. It's pretty good. Alright. It's race time. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna stay as a late surger. I believe in the late surger business. Yatta! Yarimashita! Dum. Alright, summertime. Let's put that summer training in us, baby. Competitive spirit. We have like 11 days. Yep. Turns, sorry, not days. Summer camp training begins. Super power. Sure. That's a good 40 stats. Stamina to spare. Lovely. I'll get that wit training. I might go for wit again, honestly. So I'm sure, because if I do this, the chance to fail is too high. I'm gonna get wit, that way we have 300 wits, which is relatively good enough. And for the last training, guts in those up. No, not guts. I'll go speed. Yeah, let's go speed. Hey, look at that. We have 600 everywhere. We have 5% chance to get 3-star. Training for love stories. Okay, that's all my stretches done. On to training. It was wonderful. He was so quick to approach me. Wow, he really loves you. And then? And then he kissed me on the cheek. And then on the lips. Hey, what? Are they talking about romance? I can't believe they're saying stuff like that out loud. Maybe I'll listen to just a little more before training. I'll listen just a little more. There's some typos every now and then. So what do you think? It's my new puppy just the cutest. Isn't my new puppy just the cutest? Yeah, listening to you talk about him makes me so jealous I want a doggy too. They were talking about a dog. If that were a person, it would have been a pretty great story. Especially the part in the beginning about him crawling into her bed in the morning. Ah, that was great. Now, where was I? Training! I almost forgot! Oh my god. Mood down, guts down, but a lot of energy recovery. Let's do a speed training again. Your dog kissed you on the lips. Gross. You should eat what you put on your plate. Alright. Praying for not slow metabolism. Big prage. Huge! Ooh. Rainbow speed. With a hint. Let's go. Hey Kate, how you doing? How's the con? How's PCB? Oh, I need to ask you, what does PCB mean again? Pillow chum... Pillow benefits? Pillow chum benefits. Pillow hug. I don't remember what PCB means. I think 600 stamina is good enough if we go for mile. Platonic cuddle baby. Buddy. Sorry, not baby. I mean, unless. I'm thinking of doing a full rest here. Unless. Or recreation. Recreation to get that great mood. I'll do rest. Platonic cuddle buddy. Okay. Because I was talking about it to a friend. I was like PCB, PCB, and I couldn't remember what it was. It was stressing me out. I'll do with trading here. He's here right now and can hear you. Oh my god! Hi! Wait. Hi. Hello! Power. Bad. I want more speed. Speedo! Speedo! Let's go for speed. Con is going well so far. We're waiting for the next panel. Oh, hell yeah. Double rainbow speed training that gives 45 speed is actually bananas, bro. And a hint. absolutely diabolical! I'm gonna hand you my phone to say hi. Alright. We got no hint here. Guts is not really worth it. Yeah, my speed is not gonna be super high, but we got a good balance. I'm okay with this. I think that was a decent run. Should I do... I'm gonna do a full rest. That way we can do some training during after the Arimakinen. PCB here, I was told to say hi. Hello! Hello, an absolute pleasure! Now I feel awkward. I don't know what to say, help! But hi, I hope you're doing great. Yeah. Stamina, power. Honestly, I'll go as a Beast Racer. I believe in her. Number 3 favorites? Hell yeah. Top 1, baby. Let's go! She won the Animakinen! Cinema! Cinema! Ritata! Dida-dida! Dida-dida-dida-da! More than hard work. Place first in the Arimakinen. Hell yeah, baby. Alright, you are a finale. Stamina, speed. I guess I'll do more speed. Get speed as high as I can. I think we got this here. Turf medium. Yeah, we got this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Da, 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 da. First, yatta! So we're running medium here. Where's the music? What's the sound? Hello? Oh, it was gone like for a little bit. That was weird. Oh, I know why. It's because of my earbuds. I opened the case so it connected. My bad. Let's do speed again. We get that nice 800 here. That's something. Hastra! We shall do the semi-final. Number 8 favorite. Damn. Top 1, baby! No! Wait, no way! Mistakes were made! Maybe I should have learned skills. I believe. Yatta! Cinema! Cinema, 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 cinema. Bong, 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 bong. I feel like I haven't done enough G1 races this run. The last one here. Honestly, I don't know. I might just go for wheat here. So I'm sure I don't fuck it up. Gambarimasu! Alright, let's learn some skill just in case. Let's learn Swing a Maestro. Russian Gale. Well, that's so many things. Actually, no. Change of plan. No Russian Gale. I'm gonna grab Speed Star. I'm gonna play her as a... Pace Tracer. And Gourmand. Bam, 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 bam. Hasuru, hasuru! Bam, 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 ba, ba, bam. Pace Tracer. Oh, it's the final. I should have watched it. Whoopsie! Well, imagine we did a cool race and we won. Absolutely insane. Victory! Victory! We did it! Yatta! That was a pretty good campaign. Yeah, that was pretty good. Let's get all the skill points and see what we end up with. Alright, we got a few skill points here. I could get Rushing Gale. I could get Iron Will. I think Iron Will would be kind of good. Cooldown is also an option. So expensive though. Cooldown is only for long races. I might not play her as a long race character though. I think I'll get Iron Will. No, actually, I think I'll go for Rushing Gale actually. And then I'll grab Competitive Spirit maybe. No, I'll grab Shrewd Step. Alright, good enough. Yes, sir! Alright. Not the best, but a pretty balanced Uma, right? With a lot of power. Maybe a bit too much power. Stamina is good. Speed is okay. Everything is relatively good. She's a pretty average one, I would say. B rank. Guts. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, Rip Spark. Absolutely wrecked. Mesmerizing Muscle. Win at least one G1 race against an UmaMusume with the Major name with the Kuka show. Takaruza Kennen, Arima Kennen obtain at least 240,000 fans. That's a crazy... That's a crazy... That's kind of crazy. I like it. Mesmerizing Musla. That's too bad. That's too bad. That's really too bad. Still, that was my best Mijiro Ryan, so I'll definitely take it. Hey! Alright. We are definitely going to replace... Man, I wish I could put her somewhere else in Mile. But I literally have no one that can do good Mile. Because, like, if I do auto-select... I guess they put my new one here. No, what did they change? They didn't change anything. Yeah, I'm gonna discard. The problem I have is that I really need to build some mile horses. I need to look into it and see who would be good for that.